All right, we are good to go. We'll just wait for Craig to get back in here. How is everybody this morning?
Wonderful.
Wait for
Thank you.
me?
Don't wait for you. Why not?
Okay. Hi. I just needed some water.
Changers hat.
I'm
I
here.
just wanted that hat. I wanted that Path Changers hat because it's Tuesday.
You see what's going on here? It's amazing, is what it is.
The deep V.
Deep V. Yeah, it's how we do. Makes it really easy. That decision fatigue no longer sets in.
Yep.
Hannah, Crystal, do we have somebody teaching today?
You know what? No one was on it. We just with the mastermind, you guys coming back. I know last night Michael said we would dive into more of stuff that you guys talked about yesterday or over the weekend, and it's whatever we want today.
Cool. I like that. So, Hannah, do you want to tell everybody what Path Changes is all about? And then I'm happy to share a little bit more.
Oh, 100%. Path Changers. We are a group of like-minded people that just want to radically, positively, and intentionally change our paths and those around us. We focus on 7 pillars of growth, and those pillars are spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, relational, nutritional, and financial. And something special that we're doing this month, we actually on Path Changers Days are learning and teaching from this book, Think and Grow Rich. I know a lot of you guys have it, have purchased it. I know a lot of my team, I keep getting pictures of everybody like, it came. So that has been such a fun part with our team and team here, you know, as a bigger group. I'm hoping we can maybe even dive into a little bit the power of the mastermind. If people were on last night's call, like it was a long one, it was good. It left me fired up. I wanted to go to bed after, but I couldn't. So anybody who was here last night know what I'm talking about? Did everybody here read Michael's post, the mastermind post that he referenced in there? Yeah, Kathy, I saw your comment on there. Lacey Johnson, I saw your comment on there. It was good. I left that call just kind of going like, I'm texting my team, and here it was almost 11 o'clock, and I'm texting my team, and it just makes you want to go and find your other 2 people. And if you are part of a group of 3 or 4 or 5, it's like, let's bring more people into it. Those 3 people make us stronger. Why not just keep building and building and building and getting that stronger, making that bond even stronger. So, but yeah, Path Changers Day, power of the mastermind, power of these 7 pillars. And so we're going to dive into a little bit of that today. I've lost Craig on my screen. I don't know if you guys had something specific that you wanted to share about, or I can just keep. Oh,
I'm here. I changed to my computer.
There we go. I'm like, you're Craig Goldberg now.
Will the real Craig Goldberg please stand up? If you can make this one
stand up. Please stand up.
Well. You know what I'm saying. Everybody knows what I'm saying. Shout out to Lacey Wall for making these incredible Path Changers hats. And they fit so nice. It's snug. Path Changers and these 7 pillars. So I want to share with you one of the teachings from Mastermind, because I think it's timely. Change. We started on Sunday, basically so that y'all have an understanding of what the Mastermind sequence of events is. For those greens out there like myself and Alyssa and Jeff and Hannah, it's not a very well scripted. There's no formal agenda. It's not we're going to have breakfast at 7 and we're going to start teaching at 8. And then by 8:15, we're going to be on this topic. And it just doesn't work that way. Now it's planned and there is a flow and there is an overall design of what's going to be taught and what's going to be covered. And there's a ton of prep work that goes into it. However, like in anything, not everybody's where they need to be at every time. And sometimes it's beautiful outside and you go, we got to get some sun. Sometimes you want to go for a hike or you want to actually burn off some excess energy. You never know exactly what's going to happen. So there are times where we're like, okay, 7 o'clock, we're going to start, and we don't start until 8:30 or 9. There's times where we're like, we're going to start an hour. And then 3 minutes before we're like, we can't do this right now. Or I think somebody had mentioned last night I think Carol mentioned how just kind of throughout the weekend, even the little pockets of conversations are about your business and what you're doing and how this is why it's so important to do whatever you have to do to make it to every major event, not just the mastermind, but anytime the group is gathering. If you're serious about your business, be there. Michael mentioned last night, Michael Seagrave coming to town. I literally I brought my daughter to a restaurant so that I can make sure that I met and saw everybody when they came here. It is so important that when people come to town that you gather. Alyssa is driving all over the country, dropping in with her team and meeting them in person, showing up at their doorstep, staying for a day or two. Quite the opposite of flying in and spending time with Zap. She's actually going to her team, picking them up, rallying them, supporting them, and showing what it's all about, because that's what it's like to come together. So the flow of the weekend, we kind of all found ourselves sitting outside in well organized and orchestrated like it was meant to happen, chairs and seats. And before you know it, we're all outside for an outdoor session. And Michael puts on the top of the page one word: change. And we started to talk about this last night. Your business changed over the weekend. Your business changed again yesterday. Or did it? Or did it stay exactly the same? Or did your focus remain exactly the same? And I'm here to share what Michael shared was change. As we learn more information, Michael shared an incredible teaching last night. I literally had people here at my house until 10 o'clock last night. 10:15. Alyssa's last person left. Not only is she driving around the country rallying, but since we landed yesterday afternoon here in Vegas, she's been nonstop on the phone. Big kudos to Alyssa, nonstop on the phone. And the whole time she's like, can Vinny come over? Can Cha-Cha's coming by. Can you talk to Val for a couple minutes? Literally just putting me on the phone while I'm doing what I need to do, getting caught up, getting dropped in. And she's literally just occupying my time and forcing her team in front of me. Take lessons. It was awesome. It was amazing. And our business, I think, changed yesterday because of it. She was the catalyst for change. So here's what I want to share with each and every one of you. We can all change our business in an instant. We can change the way we're approaching our business, which changes the way that our business drives, changes the way we perform, changes the way our business performs, and it all starts with you. Talk faster. Be more excited. Be shorter with people, not longer. Be shorter with people. Hey, I only have a few minutes. Can't talk right now. Well, what do you want to talk about? It's too important for us to cover right now. Now's not the right time. I'm in the zone. I got more phone calls to make. You're one of the first people that I thought of, though, and I can't wait to circle back with you. Is tomorrow at 2 o'clock good? Speed up to the red light. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock good? Good. Give me until tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We can drop in. Let me clear everything else that I got to clear off my plate so that we can drop in and really spend some time together. Do you have an hour? I have an hour. Okay, great. Let's drop in for an hour tomorrow at 2. I appreciate you. I got to go. Next. Speed of the leader, speed of the group. These are all power quotes for you to write down. Learn while you earn. I welcome each and every one of you as I look around this screen. I welcome each and every one of you, 59 people at 7 o'clock in the morning. 7:09. This is the approach that each and every one of you needs to take in your business. We're in business together, but you're in business for yourself. We're here to support you. What was the other thing that I wrote down? I'll help you, comma, you build your business. Not I'll help you build your business. I'll help you, comma, you build your business. I wasn't calling Alyssa's people all day yesterday. She was literally nonstop. I'm dropping in doing 2 strategy sessions at once at my kitchen table. And she's on the staircase making more phone calls, talking to Kellyanne in Florida, who was fired up after last night's call. It was awesome. I'm making reference to her. They're literally looking at her, hustling in the background, going, I see the power team. I see how this works. They even said, Chacha even said, you're not here. She's not here. You're here. And she's over there making more phone calls. Alyssa is literally making phone calls all day, every day when she's hanging out with her friends, Cha-Cha and Vinny, part of her tribe here in Las Vegas, our tribe here in Las Vegas. And all they do is see her go, go, go. Sound familiar? Anybody? Who's that sound like? Oh, here she is. Oh, hey. Who's that sound like? Michael.
Zach.
Right? The guy goes with a sense of urgency, with a drive, when on a mission to touch as many people as he possibly can. And I watched Alyssa do it all day yesterday. And I know she does it all day, every day. In fact, I'm the one that asks her to slow down. hey, you got to slow down a little bit. You got to spend some time with the people that you're talking to. And now I hear her on the phone and I'm like, you're doing exactly what you need to do. It's awesome. She's meeting people where they are, finding out what lesson they need next, and then serving it to them. Whether it's path changers and it's along personal development, whether it's around skill set teaching and execution, it was really powerful. Another one that came up, another power quote that came up in that, would you rather be right or rich? Which I thought was really interesting. Would you rather be right or rich? Which basically talks to concepts that you're going to find in How to Win Friends and Influence People. A person of their own, who's got the power quote? Person of their own belief.
Of their own will is of the same opinion still.
A person of their own will is of the same opinion still. I see Lee Norwood still got the sticker on his hat. I love it. Anyhow, this was some of the stuff that came up for me over the weekend, and one of what I thought was a really important lesson. And that is, your business is constantly going to be changing. Why not you be the catalyst for that change? And as it pertains to the 7 pillars, how easy is that? Each one of these 7 pillars be making forward motion in each and every day. How many people can look back 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and see a different person in themselves? I can. I can see a different person in just about everybody on the screen right now. The commitment to your personal growth and your personal development is what's going to catapult your income. It's what's going to catapult your reach. It's what's going to catapult your influence. That's what this is all about. Majoring in the major things, getting out there, talking to the people that you need to talk to so that you can better understand where they are and meet them there. And then figure out in the myriad of different lessons that are flowing through your head, which one they need at that time. I did 2 strategy sessions last night with Vinny and Cha-Cha. We started with the 3 Ps and the 3 Es. They're both fitness gurus. They're both in unbelievable health and physique. People are asking them all the time about health and wellness tips. And that's both a pro and a con. It's good because they got people coming to them all the time asking you for their opinion and what they're doing. It's a downside because they're going to want to verbally throw up on them and sign up customers constantly, instead of digging and looking and understanding where people are at in life and really teaching them about a business. And they both got it last night. We both had a conversation. We all had a conversation last night where we actually talked about that conversation and making sure they're meeting with people with where they are. And I told them about the How Do You Feel About Life couch. I told them about Alyssa bringing people by and teaching. I told them about Ben bringing people by and having them sit on the couch. And I welcome them to do the same thing. They're both in Vegas. Alyssa leaves Vegas tomorrow night. Cha-Cha and Naum and Esther and so many other people on that particular team, they have access to my couch. Come use it. You all have a couch or a chair. I think Robert's on his How Do You Feel About Life couch. Looks like Barb is too. Same with Joel. Hey, Joel, I see you. We all have this opportunity sitting right in front of us. It takes the time for us to find out where people are so we can meet them there. And that includes the 7 pillars. You're going to find people that need personal development. You're going to find people that need what we do here. Jules is a phenomenal example, not because she needs it, but because Jewel first plugged in to what we were doing at Path Changers, albeit a year and a half ago, feels like. I don't know, maybe it was a year ago, not sure. The message that we share here, the team that we have here is everything. The camaraderie, coming together, 60 people on a Zoom at 7 a.m. to better ourselves, to improve our own human condition so that we can raise up the people around us and they can feel that. That's what people are attracted to. Kathy and I talk about attraction marketing. Chavez is on Facebook. What is he doing? He's sharing with people his philosophies, his curiosities, his opinion, his perspective. By driving a conversation, most of the time he's talking about what we're doing here on Path Changers. I love it. Where is Mike Chavez? Is he here? Not today. It's one of the most incredible aspects of what we do. Knowing that things are going to change. Look, here in Las Vegas, they're talking about another lockdown. They're talking about closing bars, pools, restaurants, blah, 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 blah. You know what the conversation me and Vinny had last night? It all happens for a reason. Guess whose business grew during the last lockdown? Mine did. Hers did. Hannah's did. So many other Tina's did. Lee's did. Rock and Dave's did. Right? So look, I'm not saying I want that to happen. I'm not saying I hope it happens. I'm just saying if it does happen, that's another change that we're going to make a shift on, and we're going to make the best of. And we're going to do it as a team. My business literally grew by leaps and bounds during the last lockdown. And frankly, Vinny's does tile. Vinny was telling me that, hey, you know what? He's not really in a position during the day because he's really hauling from 7 in the morning until 7 or 8 at night. Then he goes to the gym. Then he's exhausted. He says, Craig, I'm working 7 days a week right now. I said, I get that. He goes, but if we lock down, I got some free time on my hands. He said, well, everything happens for a reason. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's a great way to look at it. I also love the idea that Vinny's day was so regimented and so fast. I told him that's the time to make phone calls. Hey, look, I only have 5 minutes. I'm not sure exactly where you're at. I thought of you first. You're one of the first people that I thought of. I'm working on something that it might sound crazy to you, but it's so wild and perfect of what it is. And look, now's not a great time for me to tell you about it. It's kind of too important, but if you're open and looking, I might have something that I think would really interest you. It's like, you got 5 minutes? Start the call by saying, hey, I really only have 3 to 5 minutes right now. He does tile work, unbelievable tile work, by the way. So he's like, hey, I'm just picking up some tiles over here at Home Depot, and I only have 3 minutes, but I thought of you for this project I'm working on. I don't know if you're open to taking a look. I don't know exactly where you're at in life, but if you're open to taking a look, I'd love to share it with you. Next Sunday at 6 p.m., I'm doing a small gathering at my house. I'd love for you to be there. Great. Small spurts, small sprints throughout the day. There is a way to work this business no matter what your day looks like. I promise you. Somebody else has figured it out. Somebody on this team has walked the walk and is willing to help you to do what you do. Cha-Cha was telling me she's been in network marketing companies many, many, many before. Never really had a team. Never really had a support structure. Never really had somebody guiding her. So we dropped in yesterday for what, 2 hours? 2 hours. She feels supported? Yup. She getting a 10-pack? Yup. She scheduled a launch event? Yup. Is she fired up? Yup. It's amazing. I love this business. I love seeing each and every one of you in the morning. We got 2 minutes left. Anybody who's at the mastermind retreat want to share something from the mastermind? Anybody have nuggets of wisdom they want to drop? Drop. No?
I'll go real quick.
Jeff Myers in the house.
So this was my first, but not my first. Tina had to go to the first one, but I got the benefit of all of Tina's knowledge and got pulled into the mastermind a long time ago. But here's what I really got from it is the conversations and the relationship building that we came together. Now, Michael talks about coming in tighter. This really does lock people in tighter. And, it really establishes our culture, establishes, the things that I can tell you each and every one of you are going to want to grow and do, because the feeling and the support and the being able to work with such a group of talented and diverse people, I've never experienced in my entire business career. I got a little gray hair, so I've had a job or two in my lifetime, but I've never had such a great job in my entire life. So I encourage each and every one of you to figure out who your power team is and do a retreat, whether it's at Colette's or a distant, but get unconnected, but get connected. So there you go. And it's 7:20. Sorry to close that out.
I love it. Jeff Myers insight, part of the mastermind always and amazingly.
And bean guy.
Craig, can I add something?
Go for it.
Okay, so I thought this was very interesting that Michael taught us. He says, and it's just, repetition is the mother of skill, but he says, no one nor I can teach you to have a burning desire, to have belief, to have urgency, and to have work ethic. Those 4 things. And then later on in his conversation and his teaching, he said, again, he said, you must have belief, specialized knowledge, which is the basic skills. We had 48 at the mastermind. And he said, hard work, which I call joy work. So I thought it was very interesting of what he couldn't teach, which is belief. And then again, he repeated, you must have belief, specialized knowledge in the basics, and hard work ethic, which I call joy work. So for the first one, again, if you want that, he can't teach you burning desire. He can't teach you belief. He can't teach you work ethic. And I don't know what was the 4th one, but I have it written down. So, and urgency. So that's what I have.
There is one more.
I want
There is one more, Annabelle. You remember the 5th thing that we
Judgment.
can't? Yeah. Can't teach you judgment. But these are all skills that you can develop on your own. You can develop your own sense of urgency. Know what your why is. Know what your burning desire is. Understand what goals you want to attain and how fast you want to attain them. That will create urgency for you. You can create your belief. Fly down to see LaCour Nutraceuticals. Fly down to see the facility that we build in. You'll have belief. There's no doubt. No doubt. Go meet the rest of the leaders from this organization. Hop onto these Zooms on a regular basis. See somebody when they've been on pre-trition and nutrition after 2 months and they've had their experience. See somebody's report over and over and over again. You can develop and build your own belief. All right, we want to keep these meetings tight. It's 7:22. I love you. I hope you all have a spectacular day. Let's rock and roll. Today's Tuesday. It's Team Tuesdays. I'll put a post up about my team. Anybody who's welcome and anybody who's interested, we're going to be diving more into what we talked about at the mastermind tonight and doing more of a recap, and all are welcome on my Zoom. And I'm sure many of the other leaders will post as well. We will all go Facebook Live into the Team U private group, and we'll all put up a post today with our contact info and our Zoom info so that you all can hop in and jump in. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Craig. Thanks, Jeff, for that.
Thank you, buddy.
share. Y'all are
Thank you.
awesome.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Well done, Jake
Time to rock.
Stevenson.